Now, a landmark legal challenge against the ban on female circumcision, also known as female genital mutilation or FGM, is underway in the Supreme Court of the Gambia. Almami Gibba, the National Assembly member for Foni Kansala, along with 7 other individuals, have filed a case against the Attorney General seeking to decriminalize the deeply rooted traditional practice. Our Modou L Badjie attended today's proceedings and he files in this report.
The practice of female genital mutilation had seen a rise in the country over the past years, often generating condemnation. The act was banned during the days of former President Yahya Jammeh, championed by gender advocates like Dr. Aissatou Toure. However, the plaintiff argued that the 2015 amendment to the Women's Act of 2010, which explicitly prohibits female circumcision through the insertion of new sections like Section 32A and 32B, is unconstitutional. They contend that these amendments contravenes several fundamental rights and freedoms enshrined in the 1997 Constitution of the Gambia, specifically citing Section 17(1) and 2, Fundamental Human Rights and Freedom, Section 25, Subsection 1, Subsection C, freedom to practice any religion and manifest and propagate such religion, Section 28, Subsection 1 and Subsection 2, Rights to Culture, Section 32, Protection of Women, and Section 33, Subsection 2 and Subsection 3, Protection of Children. In their petition, Almami Gibba and co-plaintiffs are seeking the Supreme Court to declare the 2015 Amendment Act as ultra-vile, non and void. They are seeking an order to strike down Section 32A and 32B of the Women's Amendment Act 11 of 2015, effectively reverting to only Section 32 of the original Women's Act of 2010. Furthermore, they are requesting a declaration that the National Assembly acted beyond its legislative authorities when passing the 2015 amendment. During the initial court proceedings, the State Counsel A.A. Wakawa raised a preliminary objection, arguing that the Supreme Court lacked the jurisdiction to hear the matter, referencing to Section 127 of the Gambian Constitution, arguing for the Supreme Court to dismiss the case. Representing Almami Gibba and the other plaintiff, lawyer Lamin J. Dabo, verbally requested an adjournment. He informed the 5-member panel of judges, headed by Chief Justice Hassan B. Jallow, that he had recently taken on the case and required time to familiarize himself with the relevant status and details of the matter. Acknowledging the lawyer's request, Chief Justice Hassan B. Jallow adjourned the case until Wednesday, 9th April 2025 at midday. Speaking to the press, lawyer Lamin J. Dabo reaffirmed his commitment to the case, describing it as a democratical process for the Gambia.
I will be representing all of them, but this is my first day in the case, and so I applied to the Honorable Court to give me time so that I can study the objections raised by the State Council, that this matter should not proceed to hear, and that the Supreme Court of the Gambia should dismiss it or strike it out on jurisdictional grounds, that the Supreme Court does not have jurisdiction to hear the matter. So I've heard what the Learned State Council said, and on Wednesday I will be replying to his submissions.
Almami Gibba seized the opportunity to thank lawyer Lamin J. Dabo for his pro bono service to them, saying Justice Dabo did not ask them for any butut.
When we met him, he didn't even charge us for a butut as a consultation fee, or even to meet him in general to ask for something. So I think what I will do, ask the entire Gambian Muslim Ummah, the traditional leaders, the imams, the society, and people who are Gambians, we need to make a honorable prayer to lawyer J. Dabo for his stood. I am saying to you free, when we met others were charging us for 3 million, 6 million, 1.5 million, 2 million for a case. So he coming up to take this case pro bonus, free of charge. He didn't even charge us for a butut. So I'm also saying this as Gambians, as loved ones, as Muslims, as traditional leaders, it is high time for us to pay him back.
This adjournment set the stage for further arguments and deliberation on the contentious issue of female circumcision and its legal standings within the Gambia. The outcome of this case could have significant implications for the enforcement of the ban on FGM and broader discourse surrounding cultural practices and human rights in the country. For Star TV, I am Modou L Badjie.